Good afternoon, everybody. This is dethaddr at the Death Shop. Today, we're starting a game that I promised you guys going to start up sometime. Bloodstained. I was going to do this on Halloween, but we decided, well, you know, we had trick-or-treaters. We're starting a new, absolutely new game. Miriam is the name of our hero here. We'll go ahead and give it Miriam. And, oh, hey. See, I played through this once. This is what I didn't notice here. We've got normal, hard, and nightmare mode. I could try hard, but yeah, we're just doing a run through just for you. So don't expect this to be 100% or anything like that. This is indeed the spiritual successor to Castlevania Symphony of the Night, in all ways, shapes, and forms. We got Iga doing the doing everything on it. We've got Michiru Yamane.
The Industrial Revolution ushered in a new era that threatened to transform the values of men. No longer would spirituality be their compass, but not all welcomed the change. In 1783, just as the fires of the Laki eruption had plunged all of Europe into an ashen darkness, a horde of demons spilled from the shadows and fell upon city after English city. It was a message. The Alchemy Guild, fearing the rise of industrialism and abandonment by their wealthy patrons, had done the unthinkable to defend their existence. Through recondite arts, the alchemists had created shard binders, humans transplanted with crystal that attuned them to demonic power. They sacrificed the shard binders, and in doing so threw the gates of the world open to demonkind. Countless innocents died, and though the church succeeded in vanquishing the Hell's End, a steep price had already been paid and collected. As for the shard binders, they were presumed to have all died in the sacrificial rite. However, two survived. Jebel, a boy for whom by some miracle the rite did not prove fatal. And Miriam, a girl who was spared the rite altogether on account of the strange slumber that took her just before it could begin. 10 years have passed. Mankind too soon forgets tragedy.
Only 10 years.
Demons have returned, presaged by a great castle. And on this very hour, Miriam awakens.
Say, this is not Dracula's castle.
Upon learning Jebel is the architect of this new, blood-stained ritual, Miriam and the alchemist Johannes set forth for the accursed castle. Their galleon cuts through the water, lancing towards the inevitable.
Dun, dun, dun. I have to remember how the controls go on this because I've been playing some other games lately, and I also set up an old PS3 DualShock to do my bidding instead of the old controller I had.
Johannes, are you certain it was...
It was Jebel's doing, Miriam. No mistake.
It's so hard to believe. I wouldn't even be alive if not for him. He's a good soul.
He's such a good soul.
I know how you feel. But the facts are apparent. And the hell he endured 10 years ago would break the best of souls. Miriam, I want you to know that I'm sorry. What my brothers subjected you to, there's no forgiving it.
That's what her tattoos are, by the way.
It was their transgression, not yours. You always took care of us.
Obviously, not enough.
Well, let it go, Johannes. We need to focus on the task ahead. If Jebel is responsible for the summoning, then I have to stop him. I gave him my word.
I ought to do it. He was my best friend.
But I'm the only one who can. The shard experiments prepared me for combat. Let them amount to something. 10 whole years. What put me
No
in that
years.
sleep?
The word years is missing, guys.
I wish I had the answer. All I know is the spell that stopped time for you was advanced, arcane. But by observing the ebb of the magic's hold on you, I was able to predict exactly when you would wake up.
Oh, I see.
You'd think that our muscles would be weak from 10 years of being asleep.
We'll make landfall soon. You should get ready. I had the chest there packed with essential equipment. Now would be a good time to put it on.
Now, let's see here. Let's go back to the options here. It seems that I should have left the volume up a little bit here. Music's almost fine. Voices definitely need to be up. We'll go ahead and put the sound effects back at 10. Music's a little on the loud side, so we'll figure out if 8's good enough, or if we're gonna need to change it over. You can already hear those ambient creak, moan. But I want to make sure that if I play something, that it's not going to be super loud over the top of everything. As you can see right now, her equipment, she starts with Ares' horns. It's not that Ares, not the god of war. It's Ares is in like Pisces Ares. Resembles ram horns. Scarf, Miriam's favorite scarf. They really have no bearing in anything in the game, just you get nothing from these up until you go there and pick it up. Press your button to open the main menu. And go to your equipment here. Select the slot from your inventory. And we've got Kung Fu shoes and we got a knife. So Kung Fu shoes will let you attack with Kung Fu pretty much, and the knife is a knife for self-defense. And this game will actually let you, eventually over time, you'll be able to get ways that you can easily quick change items, which is kind of nice. But as for right now, we don't have one of those. They come later. But you got all sorts of different shards that you can get, and you'll see exactly what those are.
You're prepared.
All about here in a second.
The next order of business is to...
Kaboom! Of course, as soon as you break something open, something comes
I'll
out.
take care of it.
I'll take care of this. Who says that? Barry, right? Resident Evil 2? Here you go, the shard. Crystallized form of demon power cannot be handled by an ordinary human being. I think it's kind of funny that they call these first enemies on the ship Seema. It's one end away from being Seaman. It's kind of funny. Conjure shard. Press Y to trigger projectile magic. 6 HP. Cerulean Splash. It's a bouncing ball of water at enemies.
Was that a
Cerulean
shard?
Splash is awesome.
I'd forgotten the way it felt. Like an invited claw scraping across my bones.
Yum. Say, sounds like eating ribs.
The demon's power was transmuted into that shard, which forcibly bonded to the crystal embedded in your body. The strength you gain from it is undeniable, but eventually, the crystal will devour you.
Like eating ribs.
I thought the procedure you discovered halted the corruption.
It did, but that doesn't guarantee you'll be safe if you start absorbing shards in massive quantities.
Which is what you're going to do all game.
I know my body's limits better than anyone. And I'm going to need all the power I can get. And if I run into trouble, you can help me. You've done it before. You'll do it again.
I like how she's just so confident. You've done it before, you'll do it again.
Thanks for giving me a choice in the matter. Well, I won't let you down. Not if I can help it. Just promise you won't push yourself.
Push it to the limit. Ah! Nom 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 nom.
How did they get inside?
The demons from the castle must have infested the ship.
Then they can help me wake up these muscles of mine. I'll wipe the deck with them.
I like how she's so confident. Okay, so we've got shards, and generally you have to go there and put them in yourself, but since it's the first one we got, it automatically stacks itself on there. Cerulean Splash is actually a really good one. And it actually becomes really powerful when you power it up. Candles can drop a mana rose when destroyed. A mana rose is a magical rose that slightly replenishes MP. Read hearts, right? And yes, there are lots and lots of different breakables and extras, goodies that you can't get to until later. One thing I haven't found is like some of the shortcuts that we have in Symphony of the Night. So. But if you go out and you come back, the guys you just killed will be there again. So I'll show you now. As you can see, you got the mini map up there. Every chest, if you press up, there you go. You get a potion. They do have different items, and some of them will come back after you.
This device responds to magic. Maybe I just need to hold my hand up to it.
Certain doors that are opened by Harriet, only Miriam's arms are curling. Tilt the heart to designated condition. This doesn't happen all the time, by the way. But you can see there's something big going on here. These guys will just keep coming, so it's not really a good idea. And it took me a long time to figure out I could actually do this to get up. I did not even walk up with the mast. Just kind of funny. Come on, you punk. Get down. Yeah, there we go. Country dress. As opposed to the city dress. But it's better than nothing. 3 defense, 1 intelligence, 2 mind. Mind helps with your magic defense. Intelligence happens to be your magic attack. So, we'll take it. And like I said, the guy's right here, so I'm not gonna get him. This guy here, ow. Yeah, gotta watch out for him. He's kind of take this guy down before I can See, he does swings and he does the thrust. Rusted ring. I think rusted rings you can use these to make other stuff. It's worth 1 defense, 1 constitution, but you literally can pretty much transmute everything in the game. We won't worry about the map. There's stuff up there later, for sure. So we can go this way, or we can go this way, and if we go this way, we can actually slide it. Get a tunic. Well, we've already got the country dress, and I think the country dress is better than a tunic. Or a tunic. Get it, and it's already obsolete. Obsolete! Delete the Mortes. So apparently when the seamen come downstairs, they're Mortes. Another potion. It really isn't that fast to slide, but I think that, there we go, we got backstep, which is pretty quick. It's just that when you're going that way, then you get bookshelves here that'll tell you things, like, this one tells you the different attributes that you have. See, I think there's a save room here. And this is a save room, so up, you save your progress, gives you the same one. You can just go ahead and save it in the same spot. You don't have to wait for those to get checked. And I have not found anything in a save room yet. Now, if you're full magic, you get money for your. Some of these walls do have things. Writhing. plays exactly like Castlevania. With the exception of your secondary weapon. Directional shard. Now this one will let you actually aim a shard. Whereas the flame cannon shoots a fireball in the direction. I think I have to equip it though. There it is. I forget which button it is I have to hit. There it is. It's one of my shoulder buttons. Actually does a good job. Now these ones have better stuff in them, these light blue ones. You'll find them everywhere. When you come out of a zone and you come back in, you get them again. There you got T-Max. Like I said, there's plenty of hidden stuff in this game. So make sure you're kicking walls and stuff. And I won't even begin to remember where everything was, just because I played it and we had like I said, I had everything set up, and then I had a Windows update sometime after I'd gotten done with vacation. It was right after I got done with vacation. So the second time I booted my CPU, it came up with an MBR error for the master boot. I tried a number of solutions, and nothing worked besides reinstalling, which really sucked. So all my OBS stuff, as far as the reason why I don't have any marquee or anything like that is because I haven't put it back yet. I mean, it's simple enough to do, but I've decided, is it necessary? Not really. So we're going for purist for a little bit at least. I'm only going this way because I know there's stuff up here. The SP rounds is for, you can get guns in this. And they fire bullets, and the funny thing is I've actually never used a gun ever in the whole entire game. Never needed to. I prefer the up close and personal. Galleon map, so now we can actually see the whole map. This will show you everything, you know, except for it doesn't show you all the hidden stuff or hidden rooms you have to find around, I believe. Anyway, whenever you kill something, it goes into your archives and shows you your demons, and this tells you exactly what your percentage is. I already got 5% completed on body armor, which is kind of crazy. Considering I only have a few items. But this will tell you what items that you have obtained of all sorts. Quests comes in later, alchemy notes comes in later, compendium tells you about all the people and things in the thing, techniques, and techniques is if you have a weapon technique that you find and they'll give it to you. Like, I'm not 100% sure if this one has one. I'll give you a quick overview of the everything here. We've got another item that we don't have from the SEMA. I have to think that it's a halide, I believe. Cannon Mortes have 4 different items. That AEO has 3. The drop rates are anywhere from like less than 1% to, I think some of them are, well, some of them of course are automatic, which is what I supposed to. Let's see if I can remember how this works. There we go. Oh yeah. You can do it 3 times. It takes magic though. And because she's French, to the 1, 2, 3. Let's see if I can get it 3 times. Oh, I missed. Missed the third one. Oh well, there we go. Flashing air kick. That's exactly what I was doing. Up to 3 times. See, just as I'm telling you, I'm like, okay. There's the move forward right there. Actually, better go down. See, another save room. Save rooms are decently plentiful, except for in some places in the game. Scarf. You think a tattered scarf will be better than her scarf? Unfortunately, by one mind it is, which is kind of funny. Who was it worn out by? You gotta get rid of that. Behind, look at you. It's easier just to take those guys like that. And iron is good. They're good for making weapons. Any metal, any wood. It's good for making weapons. Oh yeah, I forgot about this dude. Like the ghosts of the game, they actually go there and give you something called alot. Sometimes you don't need it. Oh, suck. Alkahest is actually lets you break apart stuff, so you can actually. In this game, it'll let you tear it down into the ingredients, which is really awesome. Did I miss a? Did I miss one? Oh yeah, it's in the corner. Can't get to it yet. You get to see what you're going to be coming up against. There's the alot, which is the second item for me. See this? There's a save ring. Save ring, you can equip 2 accessories, so you get to use this too. If you do this one though, you know, it sacrifices your attack power to increase your defense. It's minus 10 attack for 15 defense. So do you really want to be defended, or do you really want... I wonder how much... See, it shows my attack going down to 0. I want to check this out, see how bad it is with 0 attack. Then we got a Claymore, everybody's favorite Claymore. Oh my god! How many times I had it? Short sword, attack is 12. Claymore 17. So if I actually take a Claymore here, then I'll actually have an attack. Now here's the thing though, each weapon attacks differently. So... I'll show you that, and I'll show you the short sword. And there are items that look like the Chrissy Grin. But how effective they are, yeah, it begs to differ. See, if I equip the plus 15 armor, this will be okay, I think. Although, not if I'm only getting double hands for that much. That blows your whole back onto this other side here, which allows you to actually use the saber and get some above. Which you're going to want to do because there is a boss battle coming. Do the big long swing. this may or may not be a good idea with the ring. I might end up taking it off to just see how this works for me. Yeah, this is not gonna work for We'll take that ring off. It's more for later on. Let's see, I think we can get it. So we need our attack here. Smash. Okay, so you see how this is rocking back and forth? Time it right. You jump over that guy. A little bit later on, there'll be something up above that you can jump up to go get. You can see there's something right there. 3 potions to work with. Now, you know, I've never figured out the significance of these rats. You're just beating up on these rats, you know? There's a couple places in the game where you see little rats. They all try and run away anytime they see you, but... Bloody rat. Die, monster. You don't belong in this world. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I told you to save in the other room. If you come down here, you can save it. And we're about ready to go. First boss of the game. Yeah. Which it'll give you that demon door. Dun dun dun.
So, Sleeping Beauty, you've decided to awaken.
Love that music.
Jeeble, tell me you didn't do this. It doesn't make any sense.
How does it not? After all the sins humans wrought upon us?
Johannes told me what they did to you. And you're right, it's horrible. But what you're doing now is just as bad.
No! No, there you are very wrong. What the alchemists did was reshuffle our bodies. What I intend to do is reshuffle the world. I'd say I've earned the right. Join me, Miriam. You're the only one who understands the pain I feel. What it's like to no longer be human.
Not while there's a breath in my body.
What? I never thought I'd hear those words from you. I was the one that came to you broken, convinced I was a monster. And you told me...
This is nonsense.
You told me that our power doesn't make us good or bad. Our choices do. I'd given up on my humanity, but you restored my hope. Don't you remember?
Master Jeeble, we must return.
It's the Dark Priest shaft.
Miriam, I tire of reminiscing with you. You're here to kill me, aren't you? Then first prove you can find me. Along the way, you'll have no choice but to absorb shards and avail yourself of the powers of hell. If you can still claim to be human at the end of it all, then perhaps I might be more inclined to listen. Come, Gregory. We're leaving.
Jeeble, wait!
See, that red moon there is very important. I didn't notice that the first time around. makes that sound, that means you better get into your inventory and use something to help you out, otherwise you're gonna die. Let's say right here. Toss it. Oh. There we go. There's a shark. Shoot tentacle. Protect foes with one of Vespar's tentacles. So you can actually get that up there. Or a feed bar, right? Bar.
I saw it. Just a flicker. That was the Jeeble I know. I will put a stop to all this.
I will. Dun 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 dun.
Bloodstained.
I love that. That's the whole intro to the game is that. And then it finally gives you that Bloodstained.
We're here.
Was this a village? What happened to it? The demons Jeeble summoned?
They've moved faster than we hoped. Miriam, we have to hurry. This was where we were supposed to meet our contact.
All right. But wait. Let me clear the area. There are still demons about.
I'm just gonna come back down here and nestle with the rats. Actually did better than I did the first time on this one. By a potion, I probably could have gotten away with two. Whee! But this must be what she turned into the thing that I was fighting. She turned the rest of it. Narvanville is pretty much basically your home base in this game. And there's Rat. And it isn't every first person that you, or first enemy that you get that'll give you the item, so just kind of a little lucky here at the beginning. Can summon a giant rat. Just to set up for this.
Thank you, Miriam.
You know who I am. And that means...
My contact.
I'm sorry we couldn't get here sooner, Dominique.
So this is our contact.
Yes, the church sent me. As you can see, I know a thing or two about expelling demons.
Doesn't she look kind of like, what's her name from Chrono Crusade?
An exorcist. Then we're lucky to have you, Dominique.
And the church you, Miriam. Thank you for guiding her here, Johannes.
You wouldn't have asked if it wasn't important, but you should tell us why you need her. Miriam isn't one to shy away from danger, but she deserves to be armed with all the facts.
Yes, very well. I told you when I contacted you that the Shardbinder Jeeble is responsible for summoning the castle.
Yes, there's no mistake about that. He admitted as much.
What? You spoke to him?
Then let me get right to the point. I find it curious that the outpouring of demons, facilitated by one Shardbinder, just happens to coincide with the sudden awakening of the other Shardbinder, after exactly 10 years.
You're right, it is strange. But the church doesn't get to drag Miriam into this just because the timing is odd.
Oh, do you decide for her then? I asked you to bring her here so she could see the horrors that have befallen the village and make an informed choice. I have no intention of forcing you, Miriam.
You don't have to. I gave Jebel my word that I would stop him. What happened here only strengthens my resolve.
Thank you, Miriam. I am sorry to put it on your shoulders.
Pardon me?
You have any Grey Poupon?
Oh, hello there. Are you all right? We didn't mean to ignore you.
I'm all right, thank you.
I'm fine, Drescher. How are you?
You are quite welcome. Do you have a name?
Anne.
I'm from the Green Gables.
What a lovely name! Anne, you shouldn't be out here. Let me take you somewhere safe.
Oh, all right.
Safe from demons? You gotta be kidding
Come
me.
on, this way.
No, just kind of leave me alone. But she wasn't able to do anything against that demon. And this here is their quote-unquote safe
I did
place.
some looking around before, and this place seems secure.
Yes, agreed.
Johannes, you, Anne, and I will remain here. We can assist Miriam from safe ground.
What? We can't ask her to brave the castle alone?
Don't be foolish. She is trained in combat. Are you? We would only get in the way.
That's not the point.
I'll be fine, Johannes. Please don't worry.
The best part is that if she's wearing something different, it'll actually, her look in these will be different too. So notice how she has the ram thing and her scarf's tattered now.
All right. But we'll be here if you need us.
Let's not waste any time. We have a lot to do.
Come back if you need anything. I'll get a workshop running so I can perform alchemy for you.
Thank you, Johannes.
Alchemy.
I know you're strong, but be careful.
I will.
Says, we wouldn't want you to die. Waystone. Waystones are very important because you can use a waystone at any time and it'll bring you right back here to Armontville. Doctor.
Oh, hello. I hope you're ready to loosen those purse strings.
The way she said it. Purse strings.
Miriam, welcome. Since this is your first time here, let me tell you a little bit about the supply post.
Please.
I have made arrangements so you can buy and sell items here. I would have liked to provide what you need for free, but seeing as we are largely cut off from the church's funds out here...
I like how it's like, you're coming to help us, you know, and we need your help to defeat the demons, but we're still gonna charge you.
I will need money in order to keep the supply post stocked. I hope you don't mind paying.
No, I understand. I appreciate you doing what you can.
I can also buy shards from you if you no longer need them.
Don't be fooled by this anyway. You can go there and you can pick up as many shards as you want in the game.
Wait, is trade in demon shards even allowed?
Of course. The church would sooner gather them up and make certain they are purified. I am not permitted to sell them, but I can buy them off you. You may want to keep extras, since possessing multiple shards of the same type amplifies its power, but there is a limit to how far that can go. And more importantly, if you carry a large number of shards, your body's corruption
May accelerate, but I'll find a way to deal with that myself.
Yeah, spoiler alert, you don't have to deal with it at all. You can have as many as you want.
I still recommend selling your shards as a means of making money.
All right. I know you're looking out for me.
I think that explains everything. Now, would you like to have a look around? What are you looking to buy?
And then here we go, we got potions, got ethers, Waystone. Waystones, you're probably better off spending money
Is this
on
right?
Waystones,
Then we
just to
have a
make sure.
deal.
Grab a couple
Is
potions
this
just
right?
for
Many
time.
thanks.
And this stuff all is for cooking things, which we'll get into, and then making weapons and things like that. These are special, we'll get to those.
Oh, I forgot to give this to you. It's the key to the building. You can use it to explore further in.
If I were to go up through the top, I wouldn't be able to get out
Thank
the
you.
other door.
I invited the other survivors inside where it's safe. They all have troubles that need resolving, if you can spare them the time.
I'll do what I can.
I know you will. Come back anytime. I'll be praying for you.
If you come up over here,
Dominique, what is all this machinery?
That is photographic equipment we've been working on.
Photographic?
remember this before from photographs.
To put it more plainly, it allows me to capture images of real life, landscapes, people.
What? Really? Can I try it?
Unfortunately, I don't have the silver bromide I need.
I'll see if I can find it. Be right back.
Silver bromide is what you want. And that will come in handy later. You go visit. Yo, honeys.
Ah, here she is. You have to marvel at the church's resources. Look at what they've provided for us.
I know, it's incredible.
So, what I can do for you here in the workshop is take materials you bring me and transmute them into new items. But the alchemy is easier to show you than explain. Here, I have some materials we can use.
Oops, I
So let's
forgot.
try
He's gotta make
transmuting
potions,
them.
I think.
So, what'll it be?
You craft the potion. There you go. 1, 2, or 3.
I'll go with this.
If you're really lucky,
I like it.
if you're really lucky, it'll give you more of the item. It doesn't happen very much early on because you don't have a high luck, and also there's something that you can make that will allow you to get more items. It'll tell you what things you need to make different things. Like we've got bronze and we've got iron, so you can make a basilar, make a rapier, a short sword, which you already have. You can make a long sword, a mace, claymore, of course, an apelkis, a dull blade, a nodachi, spear, musketoon, which is the gun. Maybe I should use the gun. If you don't have any bullets for it, you can go ahead and it'll let you shoot like this basic bullet for free that does far less damage. We've got a hairband, a pirate hat, which pirate hat I believe gives you luck, so we're gonna make the pirate hat, of course. A tunic, which we already have. Country dress, which we already have. A chemise, which is far superior. Then we got scale armor, which is far superior to defense, although it doesn't give you any of the other good stuff. If I made just a ring, it'd be better than that other ring that I had too. That other ring will transmute into stuff though, so we'll make a pirate hat since we have the stuff for it.
I'll go with this.
We'll create it.
There, all done.
Then if we want to make scale armor, wondering if I want to make the armor or not. Made it 7 defense versus the 3 for the country dress. I think I'll just keep it the way it is. But if you go along here, you got potions, you got gunpowder and gold. These two, or gold actually is very important there, because you'll need it to make better weapons. So it'll tell you everything that you can possibly make at the time. Those ones you saw the 8-bit equipment, that kind of is the. You'll find one early on. I'll show you exactly where. So we got a spear, which I have elm, so I can make a spear. Make a nodachi, which a nodachi is actually it's preferable, truthfully. But it's only one more than the claymore, but I will show you.
I'll go with this.
make it Nodachi.
There, all done.
Then you can make rounds, and it breaks it down into each individual one. And then you can also do shards too later on. That's important.
Once I've transmuted an item, I'll pass it on to Dominique so she can carry it at the supply post for you.
And that's very, very, very important. So when you make better potions and stuff, she'll automatically get them.
I'll do my best to inform you of what items you can make from what materials. But when it comes to items I don't know about, you'll have to find a formula for me and bring it here.
And that's exactly it.
I
To find
understand.
a formula.
Also, the demon crystal you've obtained, the shards, those can be transmuted the same way as items.
I think I did a better job.
Each shard requires specific materials, but it's worth it to make your shards more useful. Try it when you get the chance.
I think I will.
Also, neither one of us has been eating well. No wonder, considering the struggle we've been through to survive. If you bring me the ingredients, I can use alchemy to prepare meals for us. With proper nutrition and a varied diet, you have the potential to get much stronger.
See, and this is important too. Eating a new food for the first time will provide Miriam with a stat boost. So, and the stat boosts I do believe are permanent. It's not a temporary.
Are you
stat
eating
boost.
properly? So, what'll it be?
He will ask you if you're eating properly a lot. So if you take a look, let's see if we get to prepare all this. Take a look at anything. He's got a ton of stuff that we can prepare. We don't have any of the ingredients yet, so don't worry, that's coming.
Johannes, can you tell me more about what happened 10 years ago?
And then you get a little bit of the story each time you come back to him for the first about, actually about, I'd say probably good 10, 15
It started
times.
when the interests of the rich shifted away from the spiritual and esoteric in favor of more material investments. The alchemist's research was expensive. The guild members didn't want to lose their wealthy patrons, so they warned again and again that demons would come if people let go of their spirituality.
And then they made it
But
happen.
people don't change that easily. So the alchemists took a more drastic measure.
You mean us? The Shardbinders.
That's right.
Yes. It shames me that I was even connected to what they did. But at least you have the facts of it.
It's all right. Thank you for telling me.
Okay, so now we have the Nodachi, and you can see that too, even in the thing she's wearing the pirate's hat now. In the Japanese screen. So you can actually protect yourself from that. Fun stuff. The best part about that too is it's 1-2 in the button. It's kind of nice. Now, one thing that's important here is jump up here. I think that's bullet capacity. But this right here, this is a warp room. It'll take you to other warp rooms. But since I don't have another warp room, I did not find that the first time when I came through, so make sure that you get it when you play. So that way you can use the warp room and it'll send you back to town. Oh! That hurt. 18 damage. Those bats are really well timed in this game too. If you're attacking something else, they will hit you. For sure. And unlike Symphony of the Night, it does not fill you up automatically when you get the level up, so that's up to you to make sure your hit points stay up. And that was me kicking through. You jump up from below, you can actually go there and jump through. Now we're gonna like the elf ears too because let's see, what are they? They're 1 defense, 1 intelligence, and 1 mind. So make your spells a little bit tougher. Now this is the wall I was talking about. Break through here, you come in here, you get your first 8-bit coin. That 8-bit coin automatically buys you a weapon. So if you actually want to go back to 10... Did I not break through that? Break. That? Really? Oh, I did. Huh, that's funny. I thought I could go through that. It's not. Nice shot. Get this shard. Gale Crawler, a shockwave that travels across the ground and rips enemies apart. Actually, the Gale Crawler is a nice weapon. I'm doing terrible. The splash is good if you collect the guys. If not, Gale Crawler is pretty easy. Because as you can see, it goes across. Does some serious damage. Okay, and then there's this lady here.
You there? It was
love this
awful.
lady.
Those monsters came out of nowhere. We ran for dear life.
Ran for dear life.
Where are the others?
Dead, most of them. My dear husband included. Those devils have to pay. Those murderers. You look strong, miss. I'm begging you. Help me.
I love this. It's just a huge quest for revenge.
If it's within my power.
Oh, thank you. My name's Lindsay. What's yours?
Miriam.
Well, Miriam, I'll gather whatever information I can about the monsters that wronged us. I want you to hunt down the monsters and take vengeance on them. The efforts won't go unrewarded, I promise you that.
All right. I'll do it.
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
It's funny because as you go on along the game, more and more people, and it's like, how in the world did you witness the death of all these people and yet you're still alive? So you get 3 rings for this. The 3 mortes.
Help my husband rest in peace. Kill that murderer dead!
She's perhaps one of my most favorite characters in Castlevania. Not kidding, just because kill those murderers dead! This guy here.
I'm glad me fields are rid of those monsters. But they're in a terrible state. I'll need to replant everything.
And this is where those seeds come in handy.
What will you grow?
Well, I haven't decided yet. Where are my manners? I'm Harry.
Where's the Hendersons, Harry?
Miriam.
Tell me, Miriam, do you have anything I might be able to grow? Because if you let me do the farming, I'll give you your share of the harvest, and you won't even have to lift a finger.
We're sharecropping.
Oh, all right. I'll keep an eye out.
Good. I'll be waiting in the fields.
We got corn, we got rice, and we got potatoes. Rice is going to be most useful.
Can you
right
plant
off the bat.
this?
Sure, I'll get to...
Because there's a lot of dishes that can be made with just rice. And then there's this right here.
What a bloodbath. We were slaughtered.
She looks nice.
But you're not like us. You're strong.
And I have elf ears.
I saw you fighting.
Oh, it was more luck than skill.
Because of the elf ears.
Humble, too. My name is Abigail. What's yours?
Miriam.
Well, Miriam, might I ask you a favor? I want to give the dead a proper burial.
Of course.
But that's not going to be possible for some. In the very least, though, I'd like to bury some keepsake for each of them. A Valkyrie like you should have no trouble finding such things.
Some of them are more trouble than others.
Can I count on you? I'll see that you're rewarded.
I'd be happy to do it.
Thank you. Then, let me show you.
In memory of Catherine, she wants to bring you a tunic.
Thank...
And then, of course, I already have the tunic, but the tunic is actually, well, actually, I don't have it because the country
How
dress.
are you, Miri?
Getting by.
And then, you just gotta find the item to give it to her. There's the tunic.
Here's what you asked for.
This is it. That's one more villager we can lay to rest. Here's your reward.
I get rice from her. I forgot about that.
This is the keepsake I'm looking for.
Should have planted corn.
Right. I'll see if I can find it.
Luckily, it doesn't take that long to grow. Okay, she wants a ring now. In memory of Caleb.
Thank you.
And I actually happen to have a ring, but that one... that one actually happens to be one that I have equipped. Oh, no, I don't. I have just a ring? I don't have just a ring, but I can get just a ring real easy.
How are you, Miri?
Okay, so the ring, we get 3 of them for killing 3 Mortes. Now, if you remember right, yeah, these guys are Mortes, right? But they have to be an actual Morte, not a lone Morte like that one. So if I really want, Tale of Wrath does not prove your courage in this game. See, there's Mortes that are on the ship too, so I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to run back to the ship real quick, because that's a Morte. All I need is 5. But I'm going to run and get the, get some more seeds, because you're going to need more, and I really don't want to buy them. You get 1 each time you come back. Much, much better. Those seeds are right here. They said when you go out of an area, you can come back. There's the seeds. That's all I really wanted. Just make sure I don't get killed on the way out. I mean, I suppose I can go to the same room. Not this time. Besides, we can always do this. The head flail. The head flail by the Dullahan is actually a really good weapon. See, this weapon can last you a long time in the game, too. See, it takes a lot of MP, but it's a very good weapon. Like I said, though, I'm going to try not to farm a bunch of stuff, so I'm going to go ahead. Actually, I'm not afraid of the guys over here, so wait till we get back to Arvonville. Save it one more time. Got the intro out of the way. We're going to get to the castle here. Where things get much, much worse. But before I do, I'm going to go ahead and do a quest, I should say. Just took him out with one go. Both of them with one shot. It's kind of nice to do it that way. It's part of the reason why we like that. And you'll watch as the crops grow too. They'll get bigger, and then they'll get to the point where they look like they're good. Come back over to here.
Have you learned anything new?
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
And there you go. When you avenge the death of her
Good
husband.
work. Here's your reward.
There's the rings that I need for the other lady. Or one of them.
Have you learned anything new?
Here's what I've turned up on the
And then,
monsters.
here you go. You get to go over there and see all the... And there's a Dullahammer, which I could go there and kill her. The Uni Rice Bowl that she gives for the reward is actually a really, really great item. That's a good item to break up, because it's got a lot of things that we won't get to later in the game. Like, I think it's soy sauce. And I think that the Uni itself is different from that sea urchin that I got.
Help my little sister Rosalie rest in peace.
So far it's her husband, little
Kill
sister.
those murderers dead!
Kill those murderers dead.
Got any targets for me?
Here's what I've turned up on the
And
monsters.
Lisa, a Sabnock, which we haven't seen yet. Brigadier,
Help my neighbor Lisa rest in peace.
my neighbor.
Kill those murderers dead!
Kill those murderers dead! It's the best.
Have you learned anything new?
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
Death of Simon. I love this because you get like all the guys from previous Castlevanias, you know. Dr. Simon, it says on this.
Help Dr. Simon rest in peace. Kill those murderers dead!
The Doctor.
Got any targets for me?
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
Lindsay's cousin, Annette. So her husband, her daughter, and her cousin.
Help my cousin Annette rest in peace. Kill those murderers dead!
Tell you, best character of the game. Kill those murderers dead!
Oh!
Alright, before we hit that save room, we're gonna go ahead and turn that ring in. And there's another lady you save later, it's this old woman who, like, she eats like a horse.
How are you, Miriam?
Getting...
We'll meet her later. Ring.
Here's what you asked for.
This is it. That's one more villager we can lay to rest. Here's your reward.
Now, if you notice, right, that gives us 2 safe rings. So we essentially could go there and put on 2 safe rings here and have 0 attack and 42 defense. But that means we'll be, you know, we'll pretty much be a wall that plinks. But I will tell you though, I've played games that over years. Okay, so now this is, do you want 1 mind and 2 defense, or 1 defense and 1 constitution? Constitution kind of helps with your defense a little bit, but I'm going to take the 1 mind because the magic attack to me is worth more. But I've had games before where I've been very heavily armored and did barely any damage to a boss and killed the boss by whittling him down, whittling him down, whittling him down until he finally perished. I'm going to go see if the lady's there. I want to see if the old lady's there. I think I have to rescue her first. Oh, nope, here she is. Just had to talk and have that whole scene.
I'd rather keel over and die than spend another moment in a living hell like this one.
I love this.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh, don't say that. I'd rather keel over and die.
Never you mind me, young lady. What's your name?
Alright, I'll be back
I'm
in
Susie.
half a second. We'll do a little bit more. Even when streaming, when nature calls, I listen, so... It's better to do your thing than to Yeah. I wonder what some of those guys do who go for hours. Do they like wear those adult diapers or something? They got
Miriam, is there anything I can do to help?
Well,
Here it is.
I do enjoy a good meal, but I can't remember the names of the dishes I like.
She can't remember what she likes to eat.
I'll help you figure it out. I promise.
Craving a portable snack. It's perfect for when you feel peckish.
I suppose I'll stick around and wait a little while longer.
Yeah, portable snack, you can see that's rice balls. Yeah, we can actually make rice balls because we have rice. Here's the deal though. If you make just one and you give it to her, that means you won't have it for yourself.
Are you eating properly? So, what'll it be?
So, what you need to do is one halite and one rice. Halite, yeah, you know what you gotta do to go get that.
I'll go with this. Great.
See, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
I'll go with this.
I'm gonna go two, that way I have one to use myself.
Great.
Yeah, I was hoping that maybe...
About the castle. It may not be much help, but let me tell you what I know. The castle itself was summoned from hell, demons and all.
Minus Count Dracula, because this is Bloodstained.
But the site it rests on is where the Alchemists Guild once lay.
That's kind of weird.
So you may find traces of our facilities intermingled with the rest.
Now that you mention it, I do remember seeing an area dedicated to the study of Eastern mysticism.
Yes, and another of us was researching how to create giant organisms.
And these are all voting to different places inside the castle too. There is an Eastern alchemy place, and there is a giant.
Anyway, just be mindful of the facility's existence. The knowledge may keep you out of harm's way while you explore.
All right. Thank you.
Like I said, he always does stuff while you're. I mean, he'll always come up with new stuff to talk about. Like, it's either 15 or 20 times. It's quite a while. Now that I've made rice balls, I can actually buy them.
I have something new to offer you.
Nobody has something.
What are you looking to buy?
Anything that we've gotten, she'll have. See the rice ball at the bottom? I can now buy them.
Thank you. Did you bring it?
This is one of the most enjoyable parts of the whole game, right here. Give her the rice ball.
That's it. How did you know? Oh, I can't wait to try it. Oh, it's delicious.
Save some for me?
Nope. Once you give it to her, it's all hers and she's gonna eat it all.
I feel a little better. Thank you, miss.
You're welcome. Don't give up. You're going to get through this.
She's only staying alive because you're bringing her food.
Is there anything else you'd like to eat?
Yes, actually.
She's a
But
bottomless
hang
pit.
it all, I can't remember what it's called.
I'll help you figure it out.
Create something irresistible. Says it's round and topped with something gooey and stretchy. Mr. Fantastic?
I suppose I'll stick around and wait a little while longer.
Now if you take a look at that little picture there, it's definitely a pizza. Stick around to the street and bring pizza. Why don't we just like, now it's called Domino's or Pizza and they can deliver. Whoa. Alright, let's go save it. Now you do too is, what ring do I have? Okay. Good. Now we're gonna get on to Castle proper. Do a little bit here. See how long you can take just reading this stuff? It's worth it though. Storyline, guys. Storyline. Medium! like you'll have money enough later on during the game, so it's not really important to get everything. Oh, look at that! I took that bad out. See, this is fast enough. And all the guys that are in this area, when you make potions, they drop stuff for the potions, the melting and the small living. Okay, so now there's two ways that we can go here. And I think if we go the other way, if we don't go this way, I don't think that we can go back the other way. We will want to go up this way because that's where the big rats are. Tomato? Gee, we're getting stuff for a pizza. Oh yeah, you can sit in chairs. And I think that when you sit in chairs, you regain hit points and magic faster. There also is something that'll let you actually cast a chair, but it only lasts for a little while. Surprise gift. Hurl your equipped weapon at enemies. You can do Basilard, Mangaush, Karnlinen, and a Mendau Hasir. Hazir. It's Edmund Fazir, right? The Toledo Salamanca broadsword. There it is. Forget about those words. I tried a million times to kill him. I'm going to show you a little secret here. No, I could have went the other way. Now if you go straight back up, close this. You can actually get an HP max and an MP max bonus up on top of the castle. Isn't that cool? Gonna go back this way underneath the front way, and I really love this pseudo 3D effect that they give on this. It's absolutely stunning for a game like this. Of course. Oh, come on now. It isn't as good as this. Wow. Smash that crap to bits. And then here's where we got that 8-bit, which I forgot to change over for a weapon, but that's okay. Basilard, I was just showing you the Basilard. I'll show you the whips here. Whips are a little bit... Trying to see if I can get the technique. There we go. I think it's forward and then quarter circle forward. Yeah, it is. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Kill the rats, you get the cheese. We're going back to the Nodachi. So when in doubt, use the Eastern sword. They use this technique in more than one spot in this game. It's pretty awesome. I'll show you what's this direction, even though there's going to be nothing I can do right here. This is your basic switching areas. So that resets your chests, by the way. We've been an underground waterway. You'll see here in a second. It will not let me go down. I go down a little bit when I jump, but you'll need all this stuff later on to do this. These Forniuses can be horrible. But he's in my archives now. You can actually get a fillet from those guys. The fillets are for making some serious dishes. But it's really not worth it to try and farm them right now. Because you're not going to have the other stuff for it. Too. Beyond that. For the time being, we're going to go ahead and do this open. No reason for me to close it. It's not like something follows you. Now this is kind of cool. And the entrance. Here's where it really starts becoming like a Castlevania. It's the reason why I know Dodgy too. This is cool too. These guys that are up here, these are like Patreons that helped produce. They helped put the money together to produce this game. Game he grew up inside. He wanted to make this game. Put out a fundraiser for it. GoFundMe or Patreon. And those are people that all helped contribute. They all ended up being portraits in the game. Some of them ended up being a little bit more than okay, so he's one of the demons I need to slay for what's her face. You'll watch this. Oh, Obsidian longsword. Yeah, he did good. Was able to keep me from killing him before he got to me. We got a stone mask, and I've equipped the stone mask along with the pirate hat for like a long time. So this gives 1 defense, 1 luck, 1 constitution, and 1 mind. And so your character looks like this for the longest time. There's my lemon. There's the Brer. See, I don't think I can get over to the one that's over here. Not yet. But we will. Anything you can't get now, keep in mind. We'll be able to get it. And notice how when you hit them too, there is a small moment of invulnerability while they're staggered that they don't hit you. The Rapier, Stinger, or Kazakli, you can riddle enemies with a lure thrust too fast to kill. Which do I actually have one of those? I might have a Rapier. I do not. But generally when they show you that, that means you're going to get one. See, this way here lets you get right there. You got another chest guard. The chest guard is just defense of 3. Our country dress is still there. I don't remember. There's all sorts of cool skins in this game. These guys are some of my favorite things. I like how somebody put their cat into Patreon instead of doing themselves the cat. Nice. And Mortes will just calls for the bat. So, focus. It's a cool bloody thing here. You can't get to underneath here until later in the game, but you will get there. And then sometimes you get these books here that tell you some stuff. DXO 1764. Whilst attempting to create my homunculus, I discovered a strange formation of white crystal growing on the subject. What is it? A sign, at long last, that my studies are progressing? I must observe it diligently and learn all I can. Then, CXH 1764. The crystal I discovered appears to be multiplying. Slowly, its corruption spreads through the cadaver I chose as a subject. It is a marvelous substance, neither entirely a liquid nor a solid. As soon as I have enough, I shall begin experiments to discover its other properties. Say, now I truly am Bloodstained. The stuff you get drops down. It's okay. Cover that. Oh, yes. It's important.
Miriam? It can't be.
It's Batman. Alfred.
Alfred?
Why are you here? Johannes, that fool of an apprentice should have stayed out of this.
You have a lot to explain for. After all the terrible things you've done?
All that is in the past. I'll not be defending my actions to you.
Don't I deserve it? You were like a father to me.
Enough, child. I am here for the book. Jeeble has the book.
What are you talking about?
If you don't already know, then let us keep it that way.
Alfred, how are you still alive?
What were you thinking in coming here?
You can tell Alfred, look, he's got those evil eyes and stuff.
You can answer my question first.
All that matters is that I am alive. Did you come here for the book?
Of course I did.
Book? The Liber Logaeth?
Oh, the Liber Logaeth.
Make no mistake. I won't let anyone touch that tome but me.
Give me half a second, guys.
Not even you should touch it. Didn't what happened 10 years ago teach you anything?
I don't have time to argue with you. I just hope you are wise enough not to get in my way.
Right, Heather's on her way home, which means I've been at this for over an hour. Pretty sure. Let's see what the time is. Yeah, 4:04. Wise enough not to get in my way.
What?
You can actually get stuck with him scribbling on the... If you go there and don't come in here, and you go down below, you can actually hear him scribbling over. You know, and it'll trap the it's a bug where it'll trap the sound of him scribbling until you actually meet up with him.
You know full well my power exceeds yours. Take Miriam and leave this place. Otherwise, you will die.
He came anyway, even after he's telling her, oh, let's not go because Miriam's powers... Oh, Johannes goes anyway.
I came here because something didn't feel right. But I didn't expect him.
See the stone mask and the pirate hat?
Johannes, what is the Liber Logaeth?
The best part is the stone mask actually has a horn that goes up into the pirate's hat that you don't see because the pirate hat's on.
It's a book the Alchemy Guild once possessed that allows for the summoning of spirits. The Guild used it to bring about the calamity 10 years ago. And the Shardbinder's crystal acted as a kind of catalyst.
A book like that shouldn't even exist.
I know. Alfred must be trying to restore the Alchemy Guild to power. But we cannot let him lay hands on the Liber Logaeth.
He said Jeeble had it. You know, I think I might have seen it.
If you rewind, you will see that you have seen it.
It makes sense, considering the situation we're in. He must have gotten his hands on it after surviving the sacrifice.
The sacrifice.
So now I have to stop Alfred too.
No, let's focus on Jeeble. If we can get to him and the book before Alfred does, we'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Good point. All right.
Dominique might know what to do about Alfred in the meantime. I'll head back to the village and see what she has to say.
Which isn't a bad idea considering what time it is. Now if I go this way here, this will go to the next area. See, he does have a little vulnerability himself. Right in the face. As much as I'd love to hit him. Alright, I'm not gonna hit him. Not this time. We're gonna go back to this side. The save room is actually right underneath where we're at. And if you go into this room, you'll hear him scribbling and scribbling and scribbling and scribbling and scribbling all day long. Anyway, this is the beginning, just the beginning of Bloodstained for you guys. Just a regular old walkthrough. We're just having some fun. And I'm hoping that you had fun too. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up down below. If you haven't hit your subscribe button, hopefully I earned one today, so if I did, go ahead and do it. You want to be notified when I'm going to have a stream, because I hardly ever put out a notification exactly what time I'm streaming. I just kind of up and do it when I have the time. So you might want to get the notifications, that way it'll say, whoa, streaming live right now. Anyway, dethaddr at the Death Shop. This has been part 1 of Bloodstained. Ritual of the Night, or let's see if we can do like guys. Bloodstained. Anyway, take care, folks. Stay safe out there. dethaddr signing off. Good night.